So let me expand on the use of these color schemes. If I go and I take the one that we've got, name, what I can do is I can add additional color schemes that report on different properties of the room. So for example, if I click on duplicate, and let me call this department, so what I could say is that this is going to be called department legend, and it's going to report on the property of the room that was called department. It can look at the rooms, and if there is a value for department, it will assign a color to it. Let me do that again for room finishes. So if I do, let's say floor finishes, so if I say duplicate, floor finishes, I'm going to tell it that the title is floor finish legend, and I'm reporting on the property that is floor finish. Then if there's data associated with the floor, it'll be assigned a unique color. So let me just create an additional room so that you see how this works. This was working here because in part when I pick a room, I had filled out department and floor finish. So let me create a new space just so that you can see what's going on. So if I go back and I say that now what I want is a room separator line, I'm just going to draw an area of my floor plan here that's going to correspond to a seating area, right? So if I just removed some of the square footage of the open office space. You can see that if I pick that separating line and I move it, you can see that the value here is changing. And then what I'm going to do is put a room in here, and I'll just call that seating area, and I'll change the label. Oops, sorry, let me select the room tag here and change that to say with area, so that you can see that if the value changes, it's going to change in the room tag itself. So if I go back to my option here, when I was looking at floor finishes, I'm not seeing a color because there is no or no finish. I'm not seeing a color because there isn't a finish assigned to the room called seating, or the activity called seating. If I come down to floor finish, any that I've already entered would show up on the list here, and anything new that I added would be given a unique color. The other thing that I was using to report on was the department, and I'll say shared apply. So now what I can see is there is actually a color assigned. Let me just change the labels. So it says floor finish. Let me just try, did I enter that? Floor finish said stone slabs. Okay, let me go back and look at what's on my view, which floor finish. So stone slabs is that grey colour, and if I apply that, not quite sure. I wasn't seeing this because the area was too tight. I just made it a bit bigger by dragging it, and it's showing me the stone slabs, carpet stone slabs. So if I change it from floor finishes now, and I changed it to say department, where I've got design and shared, you can see design and shared. And if I changed it to room names, where it's reporting on room names, I'm back to where I was. So I could have several views that show different information on the floor plan.